And welcome back, everyone, for our grand finals map pool showcase. I am once again at DryadX, and I'm joined by Teasel for the showcase. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. I've been here for quite a few of these, so I'm excited to see the final pool for this year. We have our podium, Japan, the UK, and the US. But what order will they be in? This pool is what we'll use to determine that. And yeah, if we don't really have anything else to dwell on too much, we'll start with No Mod 1.
Here we go.
Alright, there we go. The first map of the pool, a really great Osa original there from Katagiri. A really iconic artist, and once again, an amazing song. So, do you want to run through all the wonderful people that helped make this happen?
I can. So, as Teasel said, the composer was Katagiri for Copy Fox. The illustrator was Pineapple, graphic designed by Pantulu. The video and design coordinator, Sakura006. Raphael is the mapper, and the replay was by Nurend. Very exciting to see a Katagiri song for our No Mod 1, going up to 288 BPM.
Yeah, strange, like, as that was happening, we were kind of discussing between ourselves, and we kind of both noted that this kind of seems like the most normal No Mod 1 that we've had in the kind of latter half of the tournament. But that doesn't make it any easier. So I feel like, you know, No Mod 1 is like, oh, it's consistency, it's the accuracy battle. Maybe not this one. So teams should probably think twice about going for this one. But yeah, really great map, and of course, next one is No Mod 2.
Alright, time to see our tech. Another RAF map, it seems.
Alright, so we have Scapegoat.
7.83 coming in for the star rating on this one.
Alright, how many people will be hitting the hundreds on those 4 notes right there?
I keep thinking there's gotta be gimmick notes on these bar lines.
Everyone's been horribly conditioned.
Ooh. Very, very dense tech.
Yeah, and
The
those
bar line's
are
just
good.
adding an extra layer of confusion.
Absolutely. But this is a fairly long No Mod 2 as well, kind of almost 3 minutes. Generally your No Mod 2s tend to be like closer to like 2 minutes. Sometimes not even reaching over 2 minutes, but yeah, this one is going to be very, very demanding.
Yeah, I feel like TWC in general really likes to go for those longer picks in pretty much every area of the map pool. So, not too surprising to see something for Grand Finals almost hit 3 minutes.
Yeah, one thing I am noting is that even though this is kind of like your tech kind of map, the patterns don't look too horribly like unfriendly, at least from a bongo player standpoint.
Yeah, this seems just a lot more like difficult in terms of the speed rather than the extreme complexity, but maybe that's about to change. And some very weird 1-6 patterns in these sections. Not your standard patterns you'd see in most ranked maps at the very least.
Yeah, it definitely plays a lot more on just like slightly more consistent kind of 1-3, 1-4, 1-6 stuff. But we do have some 1-8 triplets coming in this later section of the Kiat.
Now it's starting to get a lot denser.
Yeah, we have our replayer with a really great full combo here, but 98.2 accuracy. Yeah, the accuracy is going to be a really significant factor on this one, I think.
You know it's scary when you start seeing the replays drop below 99.
Yeah.
That's how you know the pools are starting to get extremely difficult.
So that's Scapegoat by Sapio Recorders, and we'll go over to No Mod 3.
And there we go. There's Nomad 3, Fractured Heaven by DJ Raisei. The map by Genjuro. And if you want to run through the rest of the stats, Teasel.
Of course, yeah. So the graphics design is by Alex Dunk, the video and design coordinator, of course, being at Sakura006. Map by Genjuro, replay by Nurin. The illustrator is Celestial. And it's a really beautiful background. Really ties it all together nicely.
Yeah. Very happy with the songs we've had so far. Just makes me even more excited to see the rest of the pool. We're only 3 maps in after all. Still got 13 left.
We're in for a long haul here. Yeah, we'll move over on to the No Mod 4 now. Alright, Mapper Mew, tons of bar lines at the beginning. You know it's gimmick map time.
7.32 stars coming in for our gimmick pool pick. And only a minute 57. Got our flashing nodes for the first gimmick.
See, the fact that it's less than 2 minutes means that there's just so much gimmick going on that they thought that making you have to do it for 3 minutes would just be too much. Therefore, they're showing you mercy by making it under 2.
Wavy barline streams. With 1-6 in the middle of it too.
Got a slow jam.
Differing colors flashing. Personally, in my opinion, this is one of the hardest types of gimmicks to read.
Yeah, absolutely. Makes it so easy to get disoriented, and then having all of these extra slider heads coming along as well and just distracting you, it's a recipe for disaster. Especially since there are streams as well. Start missing on those and could be missing a whole lot more. It's a free combo builder by basically nothing.
Yeah, if we're gonna be seeing this in one of the matches, it's gonna be serious practice from the team.
Yeah, having to field 3 players that have the time and dedication to output a good score on this, it's gonna be pretty difficult to do.
Yeah, and even though it's only a minute 57, it feels so much longer with just how dense that map is.
Absolutely, there's a lot packed into a small amount of time, and the mechanical skill of it does not look easy either.
Not at all.
So good luck to the teams that are willing to go through that. And for No Mod 5, we will have Devotion for Tyranny.
Ooh. 260 coming in for our Shitarim map.
And the song is exactly what you'd expect. And it also seems like Enwolf got a hold of background privileges here. Can't go without the dragon. So far, the map looking fairly standard for its category. The streams aren't too long, they aren't kind of too heavy in monos or color switching. It seems fairly balanced, but it is 260. That is the main significant factor here, I'd say. And the longer streams are beginning to kick in now for this quarterly section.
334, so longer than last week's. Not by terribly much, but of course, significantly more combo just because of the fact that it's 20 BPM faster.
Here are some other longer streams as well. I wonder if we're gonna have a 1-3 section later into this map as well.
I mean, part of me says it's a metal song. It's kind of required, you know?
True. Alright, somewhat of a break here. But I imagine the players won't have too long to rest their fingers before get back into the streams. Yeah, I was right.
Here we go.
This one being very, very mono-heavy in comparison to the other streams.
Extremely mono-heavy.
It's gonna be very interesting seeing this kind of map in UK versus US. Which team will dare to pick it?
Does this count as a 1-3 section? Okay, I think with that stream, I think we can call it a 1-3 section because I think this is the 1-6 patterning.
Yeah.
Maybe. But heading back into our 1-4 streams.
Yeah, and for anyone, you know, as per my earlier comment about UK-US, because bongo players, I mean, this has been proven to be possible by our player Nurund with a 99.94 so far.
And that's certainly one heck of a stream map for Nomad 5.
Yeah, definitely fitting of a grand finals pool.
But
So
here we
let's
go.
go on and see what Nomad 6 has in store for us. kind of round out the year. But that's not all we have for No Mods, as we have No Mod 7.
Polyrhythm time. Hey, look, I know this artist.
It's 100 carats.
That's a lot of carrots.
So we have 100 Carat Smoke Point by Billy Moho, an artist that we've seen recently. They do very, very good songs for just all of this kind of stuff. So here we go. This is a lot more reminiscent of the kind of No Mod 6 style of this map that we had in, say, like 2021, 2022 kind of era.
Some doublets.
Yeah, the bursts in this one look really, really tough.
Ooh, these finishers are really rough to hit. Here, you're getting two more
It's gonna
power.
take a lot of composure and finger control on this one. And the jazz piano break in the middle.
Yeah, we get a
Can't go
slightly
there.
normal section. That is quickly about to end.
Yeah, similar to the previous Kiai sections. So if the players were struggling on those ones, they're going to be struggling on this one too. I think it might be quite hard for our three remaining teams to find three players who can get very, very good scores in this one. This is the kind of map that's going to more be a... which team can just do not worse on it. But I might be underestimating what our teams are capable of. And I hope I do, but that rounds out our no mod pool. Looks very, very difficult. And,
For sure.
Very fitting of the grand finals, so let's see what the hidden pool has to offer. I'm going to start off with Kraken. This one's by DJ Majoko Mirakurun.
Some nice little doublets.
And this is a map
Very
by-
difficult to read with hidden, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree. This map is by Shamron MZK, who is one of the players on Team Japan. So perhaps he'll have a bit of an advantage in this one.
Getting a little bit slow there, but are speeding back up.
Oh,
Ooh.
no, you didn't put this in the pool.
If you thought one set of doublets was hard to read with slow hidden, that's a mono right there.
That is a mono, yeah.
This many doublets in a row at this speed is devastating to hit. If you get off once, it's pretty much just over.
This is like hell swing.
It's also worth noting that the BPM has a range on this map. So especially with slower hidden, having BPM changing can be very detrimental to some of the more audio-based players.
Yeah, adapting to that is going to be pretty tough. But honestly, I think the players have a bit more to worry about than a slight BPM change.
For sure.
Back to the doublets. Alright, and having an easier outro for the map. There we go. That one's gonna be really hard.
Yeah, it is on the shorter side. 2 minutes 8 seconds. Overall, it seems that this pool has been slightly shorter than the last one.
Yeah, when I think if a player can practice enough to get that sort of doublet section down, they should be fine on this map.
Yeah.
Clearly, our replayer is very confident at this, so sure,
Yeah.
our teams will be able to figure something out.
Doublets in particular are the type of skill set that either you can do or you just can't.
Yeah.
If you can do one of those doublet sections, you can probably do them all.
Alright, and for Hidden Two, we'll be getting arrested for silly crimes. It's ultimate. The artist is Ekurganex, and this is Matt by Rafal.
Only a minute 48, so our hidden pool is just quite short, it seems.
Yeah, this map being 260 BPM definitely goes more towards the speed. I believe last week's was also 260 or was 250, something around there.
I believe it was 250.
250, okay, so 10 BPM increase. But so far, it seems to mostly be playing into speed hidden. The SV seems a bit higher than usual as well.
Yeah, lots of weird patterns in this section. Lots of doublets and 1-6.
Oh, don't forget about that mono right there.
Some streams in this section. Very fast finishers.
Yeah, 1-6 in there as well. Oh.
That is.
Yeah, the map pulling team really didn't hold back on this grand finals. I feel like I don't really know what to say about this hidden pool other than good luck.
Yeah, honestly. That all
just
those
have a mutual-
finishers in that last section are so rough to read.
Maybe just write up a mutual agreement with your opponent team. Either you're picking all of them or you're not picking them at all. And for Hard Rock 1, we have Acid Burst, TWC version, and mapped by Gohiki.
The UK buff.
Yeah.
All right, so now we have a map made by one of the Japanese players. Now a map made by one of the UK players. Now, which map will be made by a US player? Complete the trifecta.
Yeah, just as usual, Hard Rock 1 sticking more towards the technical side of things. We have a lot of 1-8 patterning here. We've got 1-6 going on as well.
I do believe this might be the first Hard Rock we've had that is genuinely OD10. Most of the others have been OD 9.8, and if I'm being real, there's essentially zero difference. But it is interesting.
This one says 9.1.
Oh wait, sorry, I forget that the map pool client actually updates the OD instead of just putting the star next to it.
It's for double tap, doesn't work.
Yeah.
Unless it does, I can't remember. Yeah, so the slightly lower OD will help some things here, but if you can't keep the combo, what's it matter? Another important thing to note is the map is 180 BPM, but the SV looks higher than that.
Yeah. While it is only 180 BPM, the SV is definitely higher, and it's honestly it might just be the stream playing tricks on me, but it seems like the SV is so high that it's almost hard to even process these as streams. The notes are just that far spaced.
Our teams have been doing very well on Hard Rock 1, so I think it kind of makes sense to up the difficulty even further.
For sure.
Need to kind of keep it in line with everything else that we've seen so far. And of course, if you thought that was fast, let me show you Hard Rock 2.
Ooh, a 7-7 song.
Our Grand Finals Hard Rock 2 will be 255 BPM. So this is a 7-7 song, of course. One of our beloved featured artists in the game. Yeah, fortunately for the players, it seems consistent at 255. The SV at least. I can't really properly identify if it does go a bit higher or a bit lower, because it's all just so fast, I'm struggling to read it myself.
Yeah, it's really hard to read on stream until you just get it in the game yourself.
And even then, most players cannot play something like this. The map is also almost 7 stars, so it's still difficult as well. From what I can tell, the patterning looks fairly simplistic as well. It's a lot more focused on just the pure speed and the reading aspects of the map. Although when it gets into these streams, I can't really tell. Alright, the map does not relent until the very end, and even
It
then,
really does not.
it's just non-stop.
I believe at least outside of the first two sections, it seemed to be fairly straightforward, just difficult and 255 BPM hard rock.
Yeah. So, yeah, seems fitting enough for grand finals. So let's see if the double time pool lives up to expectations.
The DT rough sketch. So 240 BPM being our DT1.
I believe that was the same as the finals DT1.
Yeah, the finals is either 240 or 250, I don't remember. But roughly the same range either way.
Yeah. Considering we've been having like 100 BPM DT1s, we'll take it here.
And this is certainly seeming to lean a lot more into streams than tech so far.
Yeah, the accuracy is going to be a bit of a killer though. It does actually update it as OD 9.83. So, essentially OD 10.
The streams seem to be quite awkward.
Yeah.
It might just be the way I play, but I would be rolling an extreme amount of this map.
Yeah, it definitely does look like there's quite a bit of offhand going on in this one. And probably quite easy to trip up on these 1-6 as well.
We have had Mario, Luigi, and Bowser so far, and I guess now we have Yoshi.
Oh, I didn't even realize. The squad's all here.
I believe all the previous Mario characters, though, were hiddens.
I believe so, yeah.
So I guess it's graduated to DT. But we have a very long stream here.
Yeah, still no sign of tech or anything, so yeah, I think it's safe to say this is a purely stream map. The stamina needed for this is going to be insane. There's not really any breaks at all. And it's almost 3 minutes in length. And the crazy thing is our replayer at Nurend is getting worse accuracy on this one than the metal stream no mod.
Yeah, I believe they were actually similar in combo. That just goes to show how much harder the DTOD can really be. It's with the client running at 1.5 speed, accuracy just becomes so much harder to do.
We have a DT2, of course. So we have Z by USAO.
3.5 minutes with DT.
285 BPM.
And breaching the OD10 barrier, hitting 10.17. And 1.6.
Why
this is significantly more techy than DT1.
I think we've got things a bit backwards here.
And tech on OD10 Plus is not exactly friendly to the player.
Yeah, fortunately it's very light tech. But it's still unexpected nonetheless. Yeah, like this kind of section is still going to be very, very demanding on your stamina.
Yeah, the 1.6 that just sneaks its way in here is crazy.
Oh, and there's a stream. And that's only halfway through. Thankfully the players do get a small rest here.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared by how much combo is left.
Yeah, this is gonna be very dense third of the map.
Is that 1.8 or I think it's just 1.6 and it's just the stream?
I think so, yeah. I don't think they can legally put 1.8 at a map with this BPM.
You'd be surprised.
No, I do think there's a wee bit of SV in there as well that's making it look a bit
yeah, but that's probably it.
Final KI, similar to the other ones, but a bit more tame, purely 1-4. And a long stream to finish it off. The map.
But that is certainly a very, very difficult DT pick if any team wants to dare.
Absolutely, and let's hope that the teams aren't too tired after that one so they can go over to Free Mod 1. I have 36C by XXX lol XXX.
Another 3-minute map. I would say something about the categories that free mods fall into, but honestly, I can't really nail them down. They kind of just seem to be... They kind of just seem to swap what each one does every time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, it's like, generally you'd want to say that, like, so far, like, Free Mod 1 has been the easier, like, more accessible moddable one, and then Free Mod 2 has been the one that's, like, a bit harder. But I feel like that doesn't always hold up.
Yeah, I feel like last pool I saw a lot more people be comfortable on Free Mod 2 rather than 1.
So I think it's just, I don't think there's any specific rhyme or reason to it. This one, just a tech map, really. A more basic tech map, though. It's a 210 BPM tech map, so closer towards speed tech, rather.
Definitely gonna go a much more techie section now.
Okay, supposedly the title of the map should be, would be like 36, like degrees Celsius, like the degree symbol, but that obviously can't go in the title.
.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Hey, we got the US in. We gotta make sure they know.
I honestly thought 36 was at least 100, but what do I know?
I'm not gonna lie, if you had asked me, I would have agreed. But I'm really bad with temperature, so...
Well, we can agree on it's hot.
Indeed.
Okay, it's a section a bit simpler, more going for the even note patterning. This map overall does look fairly accessible to modding, though.
I would agree.
I definitely think we'll be seeing hidden hard rocks on this one from all three teams if it gets picked.
Yeah. Compared to some of the free mods we've had in the past, that one seems not exactly easy, but putting on mods doesn't seem too impossible.
Let's see if Free Mod 2 runs along the same line. This is goodbye.
New foes appeared.
Difficulty final destination. It's funny, dog.
Only 2 minutes, but OD8 base, so we'll be 10 with Hard Rock. Definitely slowing down a lot to trip up our hidden players. And here comes the difficult with Hard Rock section. This is definitely the anti-mod of free mod.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just straight memorization finishers. Well, that was a section, all right.
Absolutely. So it's important to remind our players that no mod is an option, but we will laugh at you. You wouldn't go no mod on the grand finals, would you? Sure,
Another really close
it
section.
looks really hard, and I definitely wouldn't be able to do it myself. But come on, it's the grand finals. You got to put on a show.
The 225 BPM mono there.
What?
It's just straight memorization.
I would love to tell you what pattern that was, but I couldn't see
I think it was just K. I think the really, really fast one is KKD.
Seems
but
like
I'm not
it,
certain.
yeah. Something around there.
And that's certainly in an anti-mod map, for sure.
That's everything we have for you. That's the end of the showcase.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
as it says, goodbye.
But, you know, I guess we have one more thing we could show you.
Well, there you have it. Our grand finals tiebreaker. Fabricated Exaltation by Quirky and Uni.
Yeah, and an incredible piece put together by these two awesome artists. I mean, there's so much to say, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, it's been expertly crafted. It's got pretty much every single kind of sound you can probably put in a piece of music.
For
and
sure.
really translates well towards all the skill sets that we represent here in the Taiko World Cup, creating pretty much the ultimate final test for our three remaining teams.
Yeah.
So hopefully we come across this in an actual match that would just be
a grand
the best
finals
possible
tiebreaker
outcome.
is in fact the best possible outcome. But yeah.
So yeah, as well, that also means we had 4 O's original. So if you voted 4 in the chat, then congratulations. Mostly to me though,
But yeah.
So we'll go over the credits for this one quickly. So of course that was Corky and Uni on Fabricated Exaltation. So that the graphics was done by Zeth, the storyboard by Jojajim, the video design of course being done by Sakura 006. Mapped by Aspetti, Akumia, and Tasuke, and the replay done by the one and only Nurin.
An absolutely insane map to finish off our pool and our tournament as a whole.
All that's left to do is to see what these players will do with it, and find out the total outcome and where our teams will lie on that podium.
Yeah. But that will be the final map pool showcase of Taiko World Cup 2024, and all that remains are 2, maybe 3 matches as we head into the final weekend in just a few days from now.
I think the only way to appropriately round this out is that, you know, there's 3 teams left. 3 opportunities for picking the correct team on your banner purchase. For the winning team, you get to keep that banner for the whole year. So choose wisely. It's only $2.50 US, but if the 3 remaining teams maybe aren't your cup of tea, you can still purchase a banner for all of the other 32 teams that qualified for this year. and still represent your love for those awesome teams there as well. And hopefully they'll be able to come back next year, and your love for them will shine bright once again. But yeah, I think that's all we can really round out with.
Yeah.
All that's left is the matches, and we wish those 3 teams the best of luck.
It's been a pleasure having you all here. I'm DryadX.
And I'm Teasel.
We'll see you next week. Cheers.
It slipped right through my fingers. It slipped right through my fingers. You said never let me go. It never worked out fine. I watched it fall away.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Losers Grand Final of the Taiko World Cup 2024. We have the United Kingdom versus the United States. I'm DryadX, and I'm joined by Teasel for this amazing historical match.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this one. These were 2 teams that at the very beginning of the tournament, everyone was thinking, these 2 have the potential to get that top 3 slot. But did people think that both of them would be in that top 3 slot? I don't think so. We have a potential. We've guaranteed here that our one of the top 2 teams is going to be a non-Asian team, which has never happened in the official World Cups before.
The first time we've had 2 non-Asian teams in top 3, and I'm not exactly sure about.
The US is in the top 3 as well, so it's a very big year.
I believe their best placement before was 6th to 4th.
Something around, yeah.
But
the UK has placed 3rd place before back in 2020. They're back again this year, clearly with an incredibly strong team once again. But can they make that final push to get top 2? Or the US, the underdog here, take them out from underneath them? I'll start with this match.
Fans were going to be caught up, but fans were... So, the United States won the roll, the UK banned Hidden 1, and the United States banned Hard Rock 2.
Very standard bans, nothing out of the ordinary at all. UK getting rid of the slow Hidden, the US getting rid of the fast Hard Rock.
and No Mod 7 being the first song to kick off our match.
Alright, going for a crazy one to start off with. The US are not holding back. They're not wanting to warm up. They're just jumping straight into the really difficult stuff. Although, this is the grand finals. Every map is incredibly difficult.
For sure.
Oh, you know, what are your thoughts coming into this match? You know what? We've had a week leading up to this. Like, what are your final thoughts at the beginning here?
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't thought too much about this matchup. I don't think I've casted a UK match. I've casted a lot of US matches. I know they're good at tech, and honestly, I'm just happy we're here.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much in the opposite boat as you. Like, I've casted loads of UK matches, but not as many US matches. Funny how the time zone difference kind of works out. So I feel a lot more comfortable with understanding what the UK is capable of. I've played in World Cups with these players myself, so it's, I know the capabilities of the UK, but I'm just not quite aware of how the US can perform on such a pool. So
Yeah.
looks like we're both kind of in the dark a wee bit on what we're fully expecting here. But this is probably going to be quite a close one, I think. The official pick'ems are kind of swayed between them as well. I've lost the link, so let me put it up quickly. Yes, we have 64.5% in favour of the UK winning, with 35.5% for the US. So even the viewers are just not too sure of what we're going to have here. The Twitch pick'ems are much more in favour of the UK, 71% in favour. But really, we're gonna have to see what happens at the end of the match.
Overall, everybody really struggling to act this map. If I remember correctly, I think this is one of the few maps we had where the replayer actually ended up getting a miss.
Talk about misses, Mangomais are going to be kicking those off. RJ with a bunch more though, passing lead over to the UK.
Yeah, RJ dropping below 95 accuracy now. And Silver Tyrant finding a miss as well.
It is only a third of the way into the map though. A score lead of 20k is not enough for the UK to be comfortable here, especially with the type of map this is. This is the one that could come down to the last couple of notes.
Yeah, but RJ finding another miss. But Bobby finds some.
matching that. Silver T with a bunch of misses there. UK up to a 50,000 score lead and growing that further.
And Aurora finding a miss right as we go into the fast SD, but Gohiki trades it.
No full combos left.
But it is a very sizable lead off the accuracy for the UK.
Absolutely, given
two of them both
60,000.
98.
This is a lot more comfortable here, especially since this is the US's first pick. This is the map they're supposed to be the most confident they can win that point on. Unless they're going for a different strategy, that is. Okay, everyone's looking really strong, but the accuracy just are so far in favour of the UK.
Yeah, RJ has gotten so many misses and separated spots, and it's just very difficult to come back from that score lead.
Unless the UK gets like a massive triple tank here. I think the UK are starting this off with a break point.
And indeed they are. 87,000 points being the final difference. And only 2 misses coming in from Gohiki, and 4 from Mango and Aurora.
Yeah, very, very good scores overall. Like, people may look at this, especially people maybe not too familiar with like taiko and stuff like that. They're getting A ranks, maybe like 900k. Like, remind you, this is grand finals. This is the second and third place team here, unless one of them goes on to beat Japan. But, top 3 teams here. This is the best of the best. This is a really difficult pool.
For sure.
And they've been putting a lot of practice into this. They do not want to be... They want to be the first team to get that second place.
Here we go into Hard Rock 1. Not too surprising to see, as The UK is certainly a team known for their ridiculous hard rock players.
Yeah, looks like the UK kind of identifying perhaps the US has that weakness in hard rock. They got rid of hard rock 2.
Also mapper buff.
Go for hard rock 1, first pick. Get it done and out the way.
Gohigi made this map. Just want to throw that out there.
That as well, yeah. I believe there is some edits made to it that he didn't make, the tournament organizers did, that created the TWC version.
RJ finding
But
a huge amount of
still
misses.
large at this map. Yeah, not a great start, unfortunately. UK starting off with a 60,000 score lead is really, really advantageous. Gohigi finding some misses of his own though.
It is worth mentioning that because we are playing on a mod, the score lead is slightly more inflated just because there's more points to go around. But it is still a very sizable lead for the UK right now.
Absolutely, yeah. RJ just struggling to build up that combo. But Silver Tyrant and Aurora Phasmata looking really, really strong for the US here. So if the players in the UK do begin to struggle a lot more in the second half of this map, which does have increased SV, it is possible that those really strong scores from those two players could
But Silver
keep the US in the lead. But misses like that are not going to be helping.
It's TI.
Yeah, quite technical. We've got the 1-8 burst, we've got the high SV. It's like 3 full combos on the board here. 2 full combos on the board here.
We're coming to the end of the map.
200,000 score lead difference. And that's growing even more with extra misses from Silver Tyrant. It's looking like a really convincing map win for the UK here.
And Aurora misses right at the very end. So only one FC coming out the end of it, and Mango Miser.
Congratulations to Mango. 15 100s. Gohigi with only 9 in that one single miss.
Yeah, very impressive scores from the UK.
Yeah,
At least
Aurora, really unfortunate one miss there as well.
if you are a US fan, at the very least, you can be happy that that's the only hard rock map that the UK can pick.
Absolutely. There is still 2 free mods though in which hard rock can be picked, but the US can go hidden on that, which they seem to be a bit more comfortable with. But you know, they started off with no mod 7. Perhaps they're gonna have some more opportunities here in the no mod pool. 6 more left. They only need 6 points to guarantee the tiebreakers, so.
But yeah, it seems like just a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes coming from RJ in these last 2 maps. Hidden 2 being the selection from the US.
Yeah, just going for the opposite. UK banned Hidden 1. Let's go for Hidden 2. It seems like a very reasonable option. Yeah, so this map is a lot more focused on speed. It is 260 BPM. Does have SV to make your hidden reading harder. There's still reading elements to the map, but I think this is a really good pick here for the US.
Yeah.
We have Cheese Salad coming in for the first time this match.
Yeah, definitely not surprised. Cheese Salad is a very accomplished hidden player. I almost always see him on any roster for a US team in these tournaments for hidden.
Absolutely. Looks like we have Mango Miser switch now for the UK, and we have Horizon and Daniel coming in. I believe this map had quite a lot of finishers, so the UK getting their 3 bongo players in seems very, very sensible.
Alright, looks like we're about to head in to the US's second pick.
Yeah, the US are really going to have to win this pick. They've already lost 1 breakpoint. That's recoverable. Losing 2 breakpoints, however, it's more than like 10 times as hard to come back from, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We have seen it though this tournament so far at really critical points as well.
I think
But
there were somewhere between 4 and 6 breakpoints in US versus Taiwan just last week. Daniels finds an early miss.
yeah, great start for the US. Horizon finding some misses as well. We're seeing almost the exact opposite here. The US already with a 60,000 point lead. Yeah, third away into the map, we've got the speedier section. Also
tech.
1-8 doublets. Horizon missing. Daniels as well. Gohigi still
RJ
the only
trades
full
it.
combo for the UK. It's 2 full combos to 1 for the US, growing their lead more and more. G-Solid missing. Or Gohigi full combos left.
It is a very short map as well. We're already 2/3 through, so only about 40 seconds left. RJ finds some more misses.
Yeah, Daniel, unfortunately. Oh, that is an entire stream being missed there by Daniel.
Aurora
Horizon
finds a miss.
Aurora as well. Gohigi, the only full combo, but with 250,000 schooling in favour of the US, I think it's pretty much impossible for the UK to come back from this one unless there's a DC from one of the players in the US.
But Gohigi finds a miss, and with 3 misses coming in all at the same time from the UK, with a 300,000 point lead, it's seeming to be almost certain for the US to take this.
Yeah, very, very good pick here by the US. They really identified the UK's weakness here and have taken advantage of it as much as possible.
Almost 400,000 points.
400,000. That is insane. You never see a score difference like that unless it's like a gimmick map or something that one team has practiced and one team hasn't.
Yeah, but man, that map just gets crazy. Even without hidden, that chart's extremely difficult. And instantly, the next selection from the UK being Free Mod 1.
Yeah, so yeah, good start there for the US. We're back over to the free mods now. So what kind of mods are we gonna see? Because of course our players can play safe and go no mod. We can have just 1 mod hidden or the hard rock, or are they gonna dare going for the double, the hidden hard rock?
Yeah, it's always hard to tell, because I mean, even going into finals, the US in particular was playing with a very large amount of mods. I think they 5 or 6 modded both free mods.
Yeah, I remember something along those lines. Yeah. We often saw Hoopweek playing these free mods. So I think wouldn't be surprised to see them come in here, but maybe not for this map.
We do have Mini Lamp coming in for the first time for the US.
Alright. What kind of mods do you think we're going to see on the US?
If I had to guess, I'd say Aurora Hard Rock bottom 2 HD, but maybe they'll 2 mod.
I'm going to say Gohigi hidden hard rock over the Hedge hard rock, Mango hidden.
Alright, Aurora's playing HD HR, so I was only
Oh.
1 mod off.
Hey, we got that pretty spot on. So no mod advantage on either side.
Yeah, only real difference is 2 hiddens versus a hard rock and a hidden. But in terms of score, that doesn't matter.
It's just whether they can play the map. A lot of pressures here in the UK to perform. They have the upper hand. They have that breakpoint that they need to essentially secure a win. They just cannot lose it.
See over the edge hitting some of these as doublets, which is the easiest way to miss on 1-1, I'm not gonna lie. Happens to me all the
saw
time
Over
if I
the
try to
Hedge
do
doing
that.
on a map last week or the week before, and I was like, please, just stop. Don't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've actually seen people lose points because of it. But Mango finds a miss.
But the lead is struggling to go over to the side of the US. It has now, but it's not very big.
Yeah,
The UK doing very, very well on the accuracy front.
yeah, Gohiki just now dropping below 99.
Yeah, compare that to the other hidden hard rock player, Aurora, who's down at 97.4.
But
So we're just
RJ,
looking back and forth.
and over to Hedge trades it.
Looks
Still
like
16,000
over the Hedge's
points.
miss was a lot cleaner though compared to RJ's. Still so close though. Two-thirds of the way, and this is a long free mod, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Fortunately for the players, they can't see the total scores here right now because they're making me nervous, and I'm not even playing. Oh, this is from over the hedge.
But Aurora
passes the lead over to the US. Oh, it's so close. The UK had a 20,000 point lead. That is now only 5,000, if that. This one's coming down to the absolute wire.
Yeah, it's been almost 2.5 minutes. We're only 5,000 points difference.
Every 100 matters here.
RJ!
Gohiki with a
finally
miss.
misses.
Misses from RJ though, giving the UK a bit more of a lead. 28,000 points. I think this is the outro. I can't remember if there's any crazy stuff going on at the end. But I'm not going to call the winner until I see the results screen.
And indeed, that
okay.
will be a point to the UK.
31,000 point difference.
Down to
That
the very
was
end.
So close. That was...
Miniature
man.
Lamp actually putting out an absolutely insane score.
Honestly, didn't even
8,100 FC.
notice that they were still full comboing, but wow. 1,053,000. That's an incredible score to be getting a map like this. Gohiki doing incredibly well, 1,076,000. Aurora also over 1 million on the hidden hard rock as well. Only 4 misses.
Yeah, but the accuracy being a lot lower. I wonder if only playing with one mod would have been a better decision.
Either way, it's been and done. We're back over to
Indeed.
the US's bit. I definitely have a feeling they're going to go back to the no mods. Okay, yeah, they've gone for no mod.
One of our original songs, I believe.
Yes, it's correct.
And an absolute
by-
banger at that.
By none other than Katagiri. Essentially, a shorter sequel to Kyuko, which was a 7-key Mania World Cup tiebreaker. This map is absolutely chock full of 1-6 and 1-8 patterns.
For sure.
It's the consistency map, but it feels very technical. The only thing stopping it from being tech is that it is still on regular timings. And we're seeing our faster players come back in for this one. We have Bobby coming back in for the UK here. We have Silver T as well for the US.
Yeah, this is not a map that you can relax on at basically any point. It's like all gas, no brakes the entire time, and for what a long song it is.
Yeah. Here we go, looks like we're about to start.
Here we go.
Will the US get a second point on the board, or will the UK steal another break point and be 4-1? Have a fairly relaxed intro to the map. But for 3.5 minutes, our players are going to need to be consistent and all this crazy
Here
stuff
we go.
see now.
So far, we just see the lead trading with 100s.
UK has solidified it themselves a bit by not even 2,000 points. Oh my goodness.
But Mango finds a miss in the tech.
No. Oh, that was a rough place to
Mini
miss.
Lamp. Mini Lamp finding way more misses.
Yeah, Mini Lamp's accuracy dropping down below 97, but Mango finding a lot more as well.
And Bobby as well.
Oh, Bobby's misses are huge there.
Into one of the higher SV sections, and the US had a 25,000 point lead so far.
Yeah, both Gohiki and Silver T still above 99 accuracy. Aurora Fastmaster still on the full combo, 98.6. Through the map, 36,000 point lead in favor of the US.
Still have over a minute left.
And just no one's missing.
Indeed, making it through the next high SV Ki.
Things are looking good for the US. They need to hold on for the last part of this map. And they defend their point.
The home stretch now. Still about 40,000 points in the lead. But Mini Lamp finds a miss.
Was a very clean miss though, but it's not going to help.
Final section.
For a 7,000 point lead for the US. Will they hold on to it?
Mini Lamp finds a lot of misses. But Bobby trades them.
finds ones as well.
And it's very close
Oh.
and very stressful for both teams, but the US does manage to hold on to their point lead. And 2 FCs from the side of the US.
Gohigi with a full combo as well. Very, very strong scores all around.
Yeah, very, very close the entire time.
The US does defend their point, and we're back over to the UK, where the US hopes to steal this one in order to tie it back up 3-3.
Yeah, if the US can get a break point, they'll be in a much safer position. Already being 1 point down off the very first map is not exactly the best thing, but it can be recovered. And right after that, we're going into a Fractured Heaven, our speed nomad.
Yeah, the UK need to be very careful with their picks going forward. They absolutely cannot afford to accidentally give a point back to the US on one of their own picks.
Another
They
original,
have
by
the
the way.
advantage. They don't want to be losing it. And yeah, this is another one of our originals by DJ Ricey.
It only leaves 2 originals left in the pool for us to play, though of course one of them is the tiebreaker, and we don't really have control over that one. But the last one would be Nomad 6.
Oh well, can't be forgetting about the tiebreaker, can we? Or are we gonna do a showcase of it?
Not sure. And we appear to have a client crash, unfortunately.
All right.
We'll be back
So we
shortly.
would give you the radio show, but even we can't see what's going on. So it's neck and neck. The teams they're tying. They're tying. It's impossible. Everyone's double Sing. All
We've
6 of
actually
them.
already advanced to tiebreak.
What's happened here? All right, here we are. All right, every player missing, I guess. Does that Gohiki miss legit? Seems like it, as well as mini lamps. Oh, and never mind.
Mini Lamps was not, but it appears that Gohi's was real.
Here we go, the US in the lead on the UK's pick.
Mini Lamp getting a real miss now, I believe. So the lead will start flickering.
It's back and forth.
This is 310 BPM, by the way, so an extremely fast song. Silver Tyrant finding a miss.
Bobby picking up misses of their own. The UK are not going to be able to get a very strong lead here. The US are within striking distance for any other mistakes that the UK does make.
It is interesting to note because I believe both Aurora and Silver Tyrant have just passed the Scattered Faith ranked map just this week. So an extremely fast 380 BPM song, going down to 310 here, but still extremely fast.
Yeah, the biggest difference on Scattered Faith compared to this one is is way more dense, I would argue. These
Silver
streams are
Tyrant
way
finding a
longer.
randomness.
Yeah, resetting the combo is going to be advantageous to the UK, but it is only 30,000 points. If two of the UK players pick up misses, it's over for them.
But Aurora finds a miss, so it might have to be 3 now. And there isn't much map left. 40,000 points could still go either way. But a miss from Minilamp and a huge miss with that.
Oh, Mango dropping the full combo in these final bursts, but manages to
Still
hold
more
it together long enough. Oh, never mind.
And it's
Alright,
not enough
it's
for the
fine.
US to come back.
I just looked into the future. Both Gohiki and Bobby with 1 miss.
And Aurora with 2.
Only 17 misses being the worst score on that is honestly incredible.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Managing to get 3 players in your team capable of like consistently playing 310 BPM is
And
insane.
we actually are getting all 3 originals outside of tiebreaker back to back, as Nomad 6 is the selection for the United States.
No way this wasn't planned. Here we go. This one is Stained Satin by Billy and Moto. Probably my favorite of the 3 originals in the that's not the tiebreaker in my opinion here for this weekend anyway.
It's definitely a banger. I think I like Nomad 1 a little bit more though, but I really like Katagiri.
Yeah, that one is definitely a close second. But maybe the US is looking here to take advantage of the American macro buff made by Nifty. And if it's made by Nifty, you know it's going to be full of SV.
Yeah,
Which this
for
map
sure.
is.
We're getting ready to go.
Alright. This map starts off with a fairly slow intro. But the accuracy is not free.
Aurora repping the early 100 gang.
Bobby also joining in.
Nice tech to start this song.
Silver T, the only double S left, and loses it as I mentioned it.
But Mango finds
with the
miss.
early miss. Yeah, this part is deceptively difficult. US already with a 20,000 point lead, and we're not even into the most difficult bit of the map yet.
Here we go. And Aurora finds a miss directly after the slider.
Yeah, really getting to see what speed tech is all about. This mysterious new No Mod 6 slot that is taking place this World Cup. And it seems to be going pretty well. It's been very positively received this year. Looks like the US is enjoying it just that bit more as they are in the lead by 20,000 points.
Already 2/3 through the song. Into our 1/8 section.
That score lead is shrinking thanks to the accuracy held by the players on the side of the UK. It's possible they might even take it by accuracy alone.
Yeah. We are getting into more tech. But Aurora finds a miss, so we will fully switch over to the side of the UK. There isn't much song left.
This isn't looking good for the US. They might be about to lose a second breakpoint. Oh, misses from
finds a
Bobby.
miss. But without a lock on that stream, that's another breakpoint over to the side of the UK.
Great performance by the US. 2 full combos compared to the UK's 1. But
And
the
100s
accuracy
from
was-
Gohigi.
Gosh. Unfortunately, mostly coming down to the accuracy. There we go, it's going to be a lot more difficult for the US to be able to come back now. We're over to the UK's pick now, and if they win that pick, they're going to be at match point. So the US has really got to start jumping in and denying these wins for the UK.
And a timeout appears to be the request from the UK.
Yeah, potentially all of the extra things they're going to pick have already been picked by the US. Or maybe they're just wanting to really take their time to consider their options here in the remaining maps. They have such a good lead here, they don't want to be making mistakes by giving 3 points away to the US. The UK only needing to win at 2 more points in order to take this win. The US needing 5.
Yeah,
Going to be a pretty difficult comeback here for the US, but definitely not impossible. We've seen it before in both Taiko World Cup and other World Cups as well. The fact that the UK is taking a timeout does indicate that they're potentially not as comfortable with the picks remaining.
Yeah,
So this could be the US's time to shine.
Especially once you start getting into grand finals, things like DT can kind of just be a coin flip. Especially with these DT picks. They're a little crazy to say the least. At least from the side of the US, they do still have Nomad 2, the I don't want to say the real tech map, but the the slot that is explicitly tech and nothing else.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, because they did do good on that map. Perhaps the speed was maybe just what caught them out a bit.
Yeah.
But, you know, since we have a quick break here, allow me to give you a message from our sponsors. Osu. We sponsor ourselves because, you know, you can help support the World Cups by purchasing one of the really cool banners that we have for your profile of all the 32 teams that qualified for this year's Taiko World Cup. Even though there's only 3 teams remaining and you may wish to pick specifically from those 3, maybe even you want to support just the UK or the US here, you're a big fan of the UK, you want them to take this home in the final 2 picks, or you're a big fan of the US, you're wanting to see that legendary come back and see them get second place. Or, you know, maybe you're just a fan of some of the other countries. Wait, you not buy banners anymore? Everyone's saying you can't buy banners. Uh-oh. You know what? We're buying banners anyway, we're breaking the system. Hack the website, give them all your money, get those banners on your profile. And if you pick the winning team, you get to keep that banner for the whole year.
First,
and if you can't buy Taiko World Cup banners, wait a couple of weeks and you should be able to get some really nice Catch World Cup banners, as that is our next upcoming World Cup, just a couple of weeks away. It looks like we're back into this match, the players are ready to go. What map have we got here?
We have DT1, which is a bit of a surprising pick, I would say. But maybe the United Kingdom is trying to capitalize on the seeming accuracy dominance that they have had throughout this match. Because this is a very, very technical chart with the OD. I believe with DT it hits like 10.14, I believe it was.
Yeah, something like that. Seeing a similar lineup here between the 2 teams.
Very stream heavy.
Oh
DT.
no. Mango dropping way below 90% accuracy on the intro to the map. I'm surprised that is only a 25,000 score difference with how much he missed there.
I mean, it's just because this map is so long.
True. I mean, it's 2 minutes 50 seconds left, which is honestly kind of long for a DT. But it's just constant streams. It's so dense.
At least on one side, this very high OD makes it a lot harder to note lock. But it is also just that much harder to act. So there comes the question of, is the trade-off worth it necessarily?
For sure, yeah. Yeah, this is very, very similar to Meltdown, which I believe was a Grand Finals pick. Either last year or in 2022.
Ooh. Bobby getting some misses.
Oh, things are not looking good for the UK here on their pick. The US are still triple FCing.
Only a third of the way through the map, though.
It does seem like generally accuracy is in favour of the UK, and that's why the score lead isn't quite as strong as it was, but extra misses from Mini Lamp is going to help shrink that lead even more.
It's actually going to make the lead flip.
But misses from Bobby is not going to be helping that.
Doublets like this are deceptively hard to hit on DT. But Mango finding a miss, and Bobby finding one right after.
Ooh. They managed to take the lead back, but the US is right back where they were before. Third of the map left to go.
More streams.
More streams. You couldn't have seen it coming.
But Aurora finds a miss.
It's not changing the score much, so the US just have to hold on to this one. They can get one of those breakpoints back right here, right now. The accuracy is beginning to let them down. Misses from Mango's going to help them out.
Still so much left. But Silver
Tyrant! That's a huge miss.
It's flickering now. It's going to come down to the very end.
We're on the outro. extra 100s here could make the difference.
And just barely, the UK managed to keep it together. Of the 6 100s from Kohigi, I wasn't even seeing that.
You know, I often don't like to kind of say, like, you know what, this player is the carry, because every player is contributing their absolute best to their total team score. But let's be honest, Gohigi's score there is just a level above everyone else's on that playfield.
That's crazy.
That is what allowed them to keep that win. Like, without that pretty much perfect score from Gohigi, that was so easily a point for the US.
Just a few more 100s.
But what this means is the UK are on match point. They only need to win one more pick to take the win and get that top 2, advance on to the winners bracket grand finals versus Japan. The US are in a bit more of a tough situation here. They're going to have to win the next 4 points in a row to take it to a tiebreaker to have a shot against the UK going into that winners grand finals. We're going to be starting this off on No Mod 4 though. One of the US's specialties, they often do incredibly well on the gimmick maps, but so far this tournament the UK has been as well.
Cheese is in particular a very, very strong gimmick player. And honestly, I feel like it's really rare we actually end up seeing the gimmick map in a grand finals. Also, we just don't get to see the first few seconds of the map, I guess, unfortunately.
The gimmick of the map is that we just teleport halfway in.
A random score assignment. Alright, here we go.
UK starting off with the lead here. See, over the hedge and Horizon for this one as well. The US, though, taking the lead after the main intro by not even 1,000 points. The score is going to flicker back and forth.
First bar line section. And Aurora finds a miss, but over the hedge and Gohigi both miss. And Horizon missing now, so lots of misses coming from the side of the UK.
UK are missing all over the place. US have a really strong lead now, over 40,000 points, and that is continuing to grow as extra misses from the players in the UK.
More flashing.
Lots of flash notes.
Cheese finding a lot of misses. But Horizon trading them back, so that score lead that was cascading down stays on the side of the US. More misses from Cheese though.
Combos are going all over the place thanks to all these extra slider heads as well. Bit of a combo building section here. The US still have the lead. Not much map left to go.
Over to Hedge finds a miss right before this key high. But RJ finally breaking. Salad finds more misses. The lead is shrinking.
Anytime the US finds misses, the UK trade somewhere has already picked up the misses elsewhere.
And the US does manage to take back a point. No FCs, but only 4 misses from Aurora and 3 from RJ is absolutely insane for a grand finals gimmick.
Horizon doing very well as well, only 5 misses, which were kind of found kind of a third of the way into the map. And Gohigi as well, almost getting 12 misses, kind of in one go, I think it was. So just one single misread, pretty much. But that is 1 down, 3 to go for the US. But here's one of the big main first hurdles. This is the UK's pick.
I wonder if they'll just pick DT2.
I mean, possibly.
It was really close though.
Yeah, they did win on DT1, but honestly, they probably shouldn't have. It was very, very lucky that they managed to get the lead right at the end of the map.
Yeah,
they did get the win on No Mod 3, which is probably a bit more akin to what we'll be seeing in Double Time 2.
This is true.
Once again, was it a convincing lead? I'm not too sure. Let's have a double check the game. That's what it's for. It was only 36,000. That's not huge. That's pretty much one miss and it's one miss and decent act drop.
And DT2 will be the selection from the UK.
You read them very well then.
It is worth mentioning that, of course, if the UK does take this pick, they will be advancing on to fight Japan in the grand finals. But if the United Kingdom loses this pick, they only have one pick left.
Yeah, so even though the UK does have the advantage here, there's still a lot of pressure on them. But it's definitely a lot more on the US side.
Yeah.
They cannot afford to make a single mistake.
As we get further and further into the pools, both teams start getting less and less comfortable on maps. And that pretty much just means that their respective skill levels on maps tends to start to converge, making it a lot more of a volatile pick.
There's only one way to really know how it's going to go, and it's to watch it happen. Getting the squads in, it looks like it's going to be Gohigi, Bobby, and Mango for the UK, with Aurora, Cheese Salad, and Silver for the US.
Also, I would like to say, I believe I was actually wrong about the last map being, the last DT being 10.14. I think this one is 10.14, the other one is like 9.86 or so.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense, because this one's OD7 base. And the other one was 6.5 base? Something like that.
Yes. So here we go into what could be the final map.
Yeah, we have a pretty classic song here. Potentially the last one that the US will play in this year's Taiko World Cup. Pretty slow intro, but this is a long DT. 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, both DTs this pool are extremely long. But Cheese and Mango both trading misses in the first 1-6. It is 285 BPM.
Yeah, 285 consistency map, but got a lot going on in a 1-6, 1-3. It's catching so many players out.
Yeah,
we're only down to 2 full combos already. Silver T and Bobby.
Yeah, this is not the type of pick you expect full combos to last terribly long on. With the speed and just how high the OD is, it's absolutely devastating holding combo.
Doesn't feel like it, but we're already a third of the way into the map. It's only a 10,000 point lead in favour of the UK.
And Cheese Salad finds a miss. Aurora
finding misses as well. This is not looking good for the US. We're gonna have to start seeing big tanks coming out from the UK. Halfway into the map though, they're looking really, really strong.
Yeah,
Bobby still on the full
58K.
combo, Mango with only 1 miss early on, Gohiki with 700 combo as well.
Some doublets.
But we're now at 60,000 score lead in favour of the UK. We're in a third of the map left to go.
Bobby finds some misses.
That's the start of what the US are looking for. They've got a hold on themselves, they're not even all at the full combo cap yet.
And Aurora Gohigi's missed at the same time. More traded
Cheese and
misses.
Mango trade. But there's a miss from the UK that isn't traded by the US. One from Bobby. That's
Still
score
have a quarter
difference
of the
is now
map.
40,000.
Less than a minute standing between the UK and victory, with 40,000 points and a miss from Cheese Salad.
Well, we've got one more build-up and one Ki left to go. $50,000 score lead for the UK. They've just got to hold on to it. They need to do this to take the win. The US
Bobby,
need to
but
keep holding
barely.
on as strong as they can.
Mango?
Wait for the mistakes. Bobbies, Mangoes.
More misses.
Another from Mango.
Miss from
Gohigis as
Yohigi.
well.
The lead shrinking. Another miss from Mango.
Mangoes misses. The
lead
US are taking
switched.
this back.
Aurora misses.
Aurora.
205 points.
Oh, the US had that.
Less than a single 100 of difference.
That is devastating.
That's
for my
slider
victims.
ticks.
Oh no. That is
That's insane.
that was a crazy way to close out the match. But here we are. 7-3 in favour of the United Kingdom, going forth to the Winners' Grand Finals. Guaranteed top 2, going against Japan once again to fight for first place. They are the first non-Asian team to ever get the top 2 in the Taiko World Cup. But that doesn't mean that the US has done bad either. This is the first time that they have ever achieved a podium position in the Taiko World Cup. And they have deserved it for so many years and just not quite been able to make it. But this year, they've worked really, really hard and they finally got in that position they truly deserve. So a huge congratulations to them. This is honestly a situation where a different day we could have been seeing a very different score at the end of the match.
Yeah,
But this was the match assigned. This is what we got, 7-3. Huge congratulations
That last
to both
map
teams.
being so close, and the first DT being only 3,000 points. Just just minuscule differences on both DTs. We could be seeing a very different result right now.
But yeah, with that, it's third place team. There we go. The bronze goes to the United States. We'll be back tomorrow for our fight for gold between Japan and the United Kingdom at 13 UTC Sunday, around 18 hours from now. So we've got a bit of time. We'll close off the stream. I don't think we have the energy to entertain you all for 18 hours.
That'd be wild if we did.
I mean, maybe we can give it a go next year if we end up in this situation. But for now, I think we're pretty ready to close out.
Yeah. So, a close match. Sad to see it end at 7-3, but
Yeah,
that happens.
thank you very, very much for joining us for this incredible match. And we hope we can see you tomorrow for another incredible one between Japan and the United Kingdom. Tomorrow at 13 UTC.
Cheers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Osu Taiko World Cup 2024. It is the grand finals. It is the end of all matches as we have the final two teams competing, Japan against United Kingdom. I am Beat43210, and joining me today is none other than Yagen to cover this fantastic grand finals match. How you doing today, man?
Doing nice. As usual, Japan versus another country, but this year we have quite a new, different second place as UK being the first team ever. Making to at least top 2 being a non-Asian team. So it's gonna be quite interesting to see how they match up against Japan, especially in the grand final pools. Gonna be honest, I think UK wasn't giving their best shot last week on the map pools. They seem a little bit less prepared compared to usual. But today, especially going up against USA yesterday, which they won.
Hold up. Did they tie on the rolls? They actually tied
did.
on the... Okay. So we missed the tie on the rolls. I can't believe this.
Yeah, it's 57 to 57. But I was gonna say, UK being needed to beat USA yesterday. So they definitely did practice the map pool quite a bit this time. So looking like they should be able to go up against Japan.
So what's the policy when there's a tie on the rolls? Do we move it to like the second member of the team? Do we nominate like a second captain?
No.
You know, like they do in soccer, and they penalty kicks.
You wish.
Do we fire both of the players and we have a team size of 5?
Yep. That would be a crazy rule. But we're gonna get our bans. First ban from UK, banning out the hidden one pick, Kraken. So as usual, UK not the best at the hidden mod, and Japan being a fantastic team on HD as usual. So banning out HD1, very perfect sense.
100%. So they did a re-roll, and looks like the UK came out as a loser on that, and they've decided to ban Hidden One, so Kraken out of the pool. Very unfortunate, it's a cool song. And no mod 4, Japan banning Gimmick, totally understandable choice. Their only loss in the tournament has come from a Gimmick map 2 or 3 rounds ago, so yeah, they're not letting that repeat itself again. Especially in grand finals.
Which is kind of surprising because to me, UK, one of their better players of the team, Mango, is not the best player at the gimmick maps, and usually they need to swap out to other players who can do as well as some of the top players on the gimmick map. But on paper, I do believe Japan still has quite a bit of benefits on the mod 4, so surprised to see it being banned, and they're gonna go for speed as their first pick.
Alright, Fraction Heaven. No mod 3. Speed pick, 2 minutes and 43 seconds. 310 beats per minute, very fast, very painful. The star rating is nothing to sweat at. It's actually somewhat accurate in terms of difficulty.
Getting Osu original as our first pick, very good to see. So as usual, kind of a very heavy speed map. I do believe UK have enough players able to go up against Japan, such as Clocky, Boggy, and Mango. Both are pretty quick players. Going up against Neku Mayusha, Eriha, and Countdown07. Very strong roster on the Japanese side, but I think that's basically every
Anten is
year.
affected in real time.
Yeah.
Everyone's channel predictions are now at risk. The whole 2.2 million Osu coins are now on the line. As Kanten is... Nah, just kidding. He's moved back to the right side. He's all good.
Yep. Did not betray with the Japanese. Still on Japan team. There's quite a bit of 1-6 on this map though, so you need some bursting speed as well at 310 BPM. That's kind of rough.
100%. Alright, so here we go. Very fast map. Very intense. A little bit of a peaceful start. But that peace will not last for very long, as Ariha will be the first player to miss, giving United Kingdom the early advantage. But it's not going to last very long. Kiki picking up a huge string of misses at the end of that section.
The DKK player struggle, missing on the mono there, hitting the 1-6 quite perfectly, but that's gonna give Japan a little bit of a tiny lead, and not the best start for the that UK wants, because if Eriha finds a break again, that's gonna give UK quite a bit of benefit, as all of their players are still recovering their combos, reaching to the combo cap really soon, and lead slowly going back to UK.
Very, very close. Kantan is just not letting the United Kingdom get anywhere in front. He just lost that double S that I was about to bring up. Clocky picking up a huge miss on the combo there. And Japan's going to be holding an advantage for the time being, but Nekamusa also drops combo. And it's still anyone's game.
Finds the break on the stream. Still, really good score from Kantan. Amazing score from Kantan, only having 2 100s so far, and with a break from Gohiki, so does Cloggy Boggy. Only FCF on Mango on the UK side, going up against quite a bit of a rebuilding combo from Nekamusa and a fantastic FC from Kantan. We still have half of the map left though.
Yeah, we still got, let's see, Mango's still in the full combo, Kantan's still in the full combo, and nobody else is. Everyone else has picked up misses. But Kantan, 99.7%, absolutely topping the lobby on the individual level. Showing the rest of the world that he is nothing messed with on speed. I mean, this has been well known for a long time, but always getting the chance to show it is always a good flex.
He's definitely one of the highest skill cap members on the Japanese side. He's showing off on this pick really well. Nekamusa being a new addition for the team, still doing really hot with a 99.5%. Kantan finally finds a break. It's only Mango left with the FC, so we're gonna get some style points on Mango Miser over here. Usually have been the map pullers for the Taiko World Cup, and this year playing for UK once again, doing really well on the
Nekamusa,
normal
what?
freeze.
That is a huge drop. Wait a minute, United Kingdom actually won the map? Wait, what? No. This is... Oh wait, no, this is one more stream. Hang on. They
But
actually
UK
won it.
did
They
it.
did it. Oh my god. They actually took a break point off Japan as well. When was the last time this has happened? I can't actually remember this. Oh my god,
think-
Japan had a 50,000 lead and it just blew up out of nowhere.
That's
Oh
a-
man.
Mango really improved his score from yesterday and really did the difference. UK gonna be the one to take the first point of this match.
Has it? Wait a minute. I didn't bring the statistic sheets for this. Can someone do a quick fact check? Firstly, when was the last time Japan lost that pick? And secondly, when was the last time somebody led Japan? This is unheard of. Good way to start off with United Kingdom.
Last time a team leading against Japan was 2018 Taiko World Cup Grand Finals, with Taiwan being 5-1 in the lead in 2018 Taiko World Cup Grand Finals with players such as Stu. It was a crazy match, but Japan managed to bring it back up at the end. And breakpoint, I do believe it was South Korea on 2020 semi-finals, which is a crazy match. Very close match again, which is the last team that is ever close to touching Japan, beating against Japan. But now UK taking the first point is kind of unheard of, especially on speed. Gonna say the Japanese players kind of underperformed on last pick. Their accuracies are fantastic, but the miscounts are not there for the Japanese
Pick'ems
team.
destroyed. Pick'ems are
Yeah.
destroyed. Everybody with the channel points is now scared.
And this is a pick from the UK. Going on the Hard Rock selection, I think it's a really good pick for the UK. As Hard Rock are usually Japan's tiny bit of weakness. Like, they are basically perfect on almost every skill set. Sometimes just a little bit of unfortunate incidents, but Hard Rock is definitely UK's a little bit stronger point. UK stronger point and Japan's a little bit weaker points as well. Having players such as Over the Hedge and Gohiki are fantastic Hard Rock players.
All right, let's see if the United Kingdom can try to spark a little bit of momentum into this match. Something almost unheard of, as you said, back in 2018. It was the last time Japan really had to sweat a little bit. May that happen twice in their reign? We will see. But first, United Kingdom has to show that they have a three-player team that can compete. Breakout. Struggling at the early section of the song. and United Kingdom up 15,000 points, which is not a
Very-
lot on a short map like this.
Very orchestra from Ariha. Once again, not performing the best so far. Due to stress, I do believe. As this is his first time ever in such a huge stage. Gohiki gonna be trading back a miss, and that's gonna give Japan a chance to close back the lead.
But it is a long battle ahead, because, you know, especially when you are up against the best team in the world, at least that's on a country level, every minute is going to feel like 10 minutes. And halfway through, all three players in the United Kingdom are in front.
Yeah, thanks to Watch over the hedge's accuracy, actually matching up against Mamaying, finally dropped below Mamaying. It's the reason that UK is still in the lead, and with a very decent score from Mango Meister and a huge threat from Eriha at the start, it's still where the score difference comes from. But some finishers right here slowly giving back the lead to Japan. It's only a 3-digit scoring difference between both of these teams, but we still have one more chorus left. And the difference is gonna be stunning.
And nobody's refusing to give this up at all. It is intense back and forth, but Reha picking up another miss, and that's going to give the United Kingdom a little bit of breathing room on the accuracy front. But there's still so many notes to go. My Miami has also picked up a miss. Shammer and MZK, the only player with big combo. But the accuracy! Japan still got that accuracy. They ain't giving up that easily.
Bosch dropped a lot of accuracy in the chorus. It was looking like UK have a chance right here, but at the end, due to the accuracy being dropped in the chorus from the UK members, it's gonna let Japan take back the breakpoint. But we can see the dream is real. UK was up in front for almost the entire map at the end, giving back to the Japan. But still, that's gonna give quite a bit of momentum for UK. Thinking okay, we actually have a chance to take this.
Wow. You know, see, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens if you can't win on combo, you just win on accuracy. Japan showing that they got plenty of tricks against this very formidable United Kingdom's team. The scriptwriters worked real overtime on this one.
Yeah,
even shocking us a little bit.
I was definitely like UK taking a first one is kind of unheard of. It's kind of like OC World Cup where US literally lost their first spawn. It's kind of almost the same level. But now Japan bringing up the real sleeves, going for HD2, and yep, they're just taking UK's weakness instantly, and looking like Japan will be on a huge advantage on this pick onto our timer mapped by one of our poolers, the Fouch, and HD. UK does have their members able to play HD quite a bit in the earlier stages, but now onto some of these later stages, especially with this high BPM requirements, that UK seems quite a bit of struggle on some of these HD picks, and we see some of their members swapping out. Japan going for one of the best player in the entire world, Great T, joining in the room finally.
Yeah, you know what, you gotta call in the big guns, and both United Kingdom and Japan switching up a fair number of players, so this gives both teams the opportunity to reset a little bit, which I don't know who that favors more. I actually couldn't tell you, because on the one hand, you know, Japan looks at this reset and is like, okay, we're switching out a couple of players, you know, we're gonna try and get things back on the schedule. You know, we've got to get things back to the quota. But United Kingdom is looking at this like, okay, you know what? Let's change up the style a little bit. Maybe we can get another point. Maybe go for 3 breakpoints back to back. That'd be insane. So
yeah, this is a way safer pick on Japan, honestly. Having players such as Great T, who is arguably one of the best players in the entire world, and then Mai Ying, which is basically the second upcoming player for the Japan team. Look, this is a monstrous roster for Japan, and with both of these players having quite a bit of experience, unlike some of the players that we saw from last few maps, this is looking like a storm for Japan. But not gonna be long, but not gonna be at the storm at the start, as Shamarin finds a very early miss.
Yeah, Yagen. I mean, you may think that this is a good opportunity for Japan to reset, but wow, actually, hang on a minute. hold that thought for a second. Horizon and Daniel picking up some huge misses there. And Japan's just currently going back to the quota. They're up 50,000 points, third of the way in. And as you were saying, My and Great T currently perfecting the song so far. Now the song's speeding up, having a lot of tech-heavy sections here. Fair amount of verses.
This is where the UK will struggle. Literally, the only player who can hold quite a bit of comfort against the Japanese is Goigi. As we know that UK is not the best HD team, and I would even say actually one of the weakest HD team in the top 6. So HD team has been basically any team's pick against the UK. And we can see right here, Horizon is just not having a fun time at all. Down to B, so there's Daniels. And yeah, this is just a huge blow for Japan.
Oh my god. Okay, so Great T picked up a miss. Only My and Gohigi are the only 2 players left on full combos. And they got some very good accuracy to go with it. But will either of those 2 players make it to the end alive in one piece?
I'm gonna say Gohigi is doing its absolute beast of performance there, actually beating out Great T. But sadly, they have another player who is better than Great T, which is My and only 3 100s. 3 100s on this pick, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy play from My over there. And yeah, this is basically the tank pick for like basically a tank map for UK. So kind of expected score difference.
Yeah, I mean, Japan, knowing full well that they were superior on Hidden, cashing in on that now, putting the pressure a little bit on United Kingdom to try and maintain the status quo with the totals in terms of points. And it's a tough ask for the United Kingdom to find another pick. There's plenty of maps that are still in the pool, but what is something that you can confidently beat Japan on? That's a tough question that everyone's been trying to ask for a couple of years, and no one's really come up with many effective answers.
I would say
looks like they're gonna try free mod 1.
I would say the Hard Rock pool and the free mod 2. Free mod pool is still a choice for UK team. They were really close on the Hard Rock picks, and then free mod kind of requires a lot less mechanical skill compared to I think requires a lot of mechanical skill, but a lot less than any other picks in the pool, which does give quite a bit of a favor towards the UK team. Yesterday, Over the Hedge did really good job on the Hard Rock mod, and then Gohigi did amazing with the Hidden Hard Rock. May actually be a chance for UK to match up against Japan. Not the best performance from Mango yesterday on this pick, but it seems like today he's definitely on form. So seems like a pretty good choice for trying to cracking a point against Japan.
Yeah, and 100% Japan looking to try and take the breakpoint here. It's widely expected that most of them will go with double mons, but we'll see what they can bring to the table. United Kingdom. Did United Kingdom play this yesterday? I didn't get the chance to look at them.
Yes, they did.
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah. So, what was the layout for the United Kingdom? Was it 4 mods, 5 mods?
Just 4 mods. Hidden Hard Rock from Gohigi.
Okay.
HD from Mango and Hard Rock from Over the Hedge. But I think Mango may put on Hidden Hard Rock. May, but due to the accuracy requirements being only 10 after Hard Rock, Mango may not put on 2 mods. We'll see though.
We'll see. Japan definitely looking pretty likely to go 6 months. I'm curious how things are going to play out, especially because Rika has been a player that's been struggling a little bit so far in the first 2 maps that they were a part of. But everybody in Japan going with 6 mods.
Well, he can kind of struggle a little bit on this pick because due to the mod advantage difference, they are gonna have at least a 1.12 score difference compared to no mod, and even quite a bit of score bonus compared to 1 mod players. So they can at least miss once or twice for them to let the other teams have a chance to catch up.
Then for those watching at home who are a little bit unfamiliar with the mod advantage in relative terms. Just basically give 1.5% accuracy advantage. It's a fair indicator. So if with 2 players be playing on an extra mod, it's a bit of a tough call. So you'll see Japan continuously growing their lead over time. But will it stay like that? Who knows? Oki picking up a big miss on the slow section. Just didn't time transition back in correctly.
What did he miss on? Oh my
Anthem
god.
section, what are you
And
talking about? Everyone knows this.
unlucky, buddy. Mango also going to be dropping a miss with the hidden mod. And now being the player that we that we have been thinking about UK's weakness over the hatch is actually performing really good with a single mod so far. Able to match up against closely follow some of these Japanese members, but with all the Japanese players having double mod and then still on a 19+%, it's not looking too hard for UK's own pick.
Yeah, and Japan looking as dominant as ever. All 3 players on full combo. Nobody's batting an eye halfway through the song. And Kingdom, unfortunately, not looking in a very good position here. And there's nothing they can do about it because their competition is not even giving them a chance. This is Japan back in their scary mode.
Yesterday, Gohiki actually did an FC on Hidden Hard Rock. Wow, that's even though even if he FCs now, it's not gonna matter quite a bit. We can see some bricks from both area high and over the hatch, but again, it's not gonna matter too much as Japan having the 2 mods advantage. They get this at least 5 more times and they will still be in the lead. Mamaring finally finds the drop as well, leaving Shaman being the only FC left, and Gohiki also gonna be struggling quite a bit with the Hidden Hard Rock in the speed up section. Now 200,000 points difference. There's no chance for UK to come back on their own pick.
Yep, and Japan looking to set things back in order, but there's a few more sections to go, and Shammer and MZK is probably more focused on trying to keep this combo alive. It's going to be very tough to do with the accelerated S speed that we got heading into this last section.
Shamarin, Shamarin was kind of unique for the entire tournament because I would say he actually has been underperforming in the earlier stages for Japan, but I think the map finally got hard enough, and then now he's just gonna do a HDHR FCs on our screen.
43 100s, 0 misses. Can we get a body temperature check on these players? Are they all around 36 degrees Celsius? Because, I mean, man, the pressure starting to settle down a little bit as United Kingdom slowly falling behind in the match after a fiery start.
There's still quite a bit of chance for UK to on some of the picks, such as the Hard Rock picks. But yeah, backfire strategy on the Framework 1 pick. But I understand why they go for it, and on paper I think it's a pretty decent pick. Especially they were able to do quite well, but Japan's gonna be the one picking Hard Rock 2 instead. Okay. What a change.
Oh, it's this song. This will be exciting.
Yeah. Honestly, kind of surprising selection from the Japan team, because I do believe if they actually want to go for like huge dominance pick, they would go for something like a double time pick selections or instead of somewhere close to the Hard Rock pool. We'll see what they are cooking for this pick.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of familiars that we've been seeing over the last map or two.
Yeah, this map is just your usual 255 BPM Hard Rock, and then having quite a bit of SVs due to map by Rari Bashi. That's quite a bit of popular maps in the community, especially 7-7.
Yeah, it definitely has a couple of funny remixes there in this set. For those that enjoy it, I'm happy for you. And if I say anything else, I'll get suspended for 6 months. So we're going to continue with the launch of Hard Rock 2.
Alright,
As
so
United Kingdom tries to fight their way back into the match.
UK did not looking like not too confident about this pick. However, I think UK is quite decent at hard rock picks in general. We'll see how they perform. I think they actually have like a realistic chance of this pick compared to the last Japan picks. And so far, my suspicion is correct, as UK is still in the lead by a hair, but over the hedge. It's gonna be finding a break. Rated by Sharon. Still really close points so far between the two teams.
Yeah, but this is a really tough map. There's a lot of nasty combos that kick in. And Shamarin, Over the Hedge, and Mango are not loving this at all. All three of those players picked up misses. However, Shamarin, if he continues to pick up some big misses, that's going to give United Kingdom some chances. Very thin chances, but still chances nonetheless. He's trying to keep this alive. Holding a full combo. Sorry, go ahead.
Seems like Shaman has picked back up as he stopped dropping 100s from time to time. And over the hedge, having a huge break over there, gonna give Japan 86,000 points difference. With an FC from both Maimai and Eriha so far, Goigi's trying his best to counter both of them, but just not there. The scores are not there. 100,000 points difference, and it's growing as both over the hedge and Mango finds a break again.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just unfortunate for United Kingdom, but they are very rapidly slipping away from this map. He trying to keep it together, but my mind and Recop just hasn't picked up any misses yet. Oh, never mind. My mind has just dropped combo. Alright, one player down, boys.
That beats with the commentary curse. Trying to curse out Japan. Sharon finds the break as well. Looking like there's a chance for UK as Gohikis are beating every single player on the Japanese side. No one has any combo on the board. It's only Gohiki with 1,400 and still growing a combo. Even the breaks from the UK, it's not helping them as a team. But Gohiki is doing a solo man show for now, being the only FCs on the board, 99.45%, and he seems like gonna be closing out the FC on Hard Rock 2, despite saying he did not practice them out. That's a crazy play from Gohiki. 19 100s FC, but sadly, Japanese side just have 3 players to almost match out his score, and that's gonna be Japan with the 4th point.
Yeah, I mean, Gohiki's spine's gonna break with the amount of carrying that he's trying to do, and we can applaud the effort of this man in these troubling times. But yeah, Gohiki trying to push things through, but can't get across the line with the rest of the team, and Japan going to once again ask United Kingdom, you know, if you're just going to rely on speed to beat us, it ain't going to work. Find something else. And United Kingdom now has to respond in kind. But where do you go? Where do you go? The Nomad pool was mostly open. Hidden is gone. Hard Rock is gone. Double time A? Maybe? Fremont, you risk getting sabotaged by modded advantage again. So, it's a tough call, and it looks like they're going to go for a timeout here.
I think no mod pick is the best selection for UK now. I mean, in taiko, you are a team who is just generally lower in terms of skill cap and accuracy cap. You don't want to go for double time, and Japan has been going for double time in almost every match. This is the first match ever they haven't done so, which is kind of surprising, but I would not touch the double time pool at all. Even though they have a player called Gohiki, which 6 100s DT1 yesterday, but I don't think it's enough for UK. UK probably can go for some of the no mod picks.
Okay, if I was United Kingdom and I had those skills, where would I go? I would try no mod 1. ugh, it's tough to choose.
Even though No More 5 is a map that kind of kills the DKK players due to having many normal monos, I think it's a good shot as well. They're gonna go for No More 6.
No More 6. Respectable choice.
Another post-original stance.
Yeah, we got quite a few in this pool.
Yeah,
Very exciting.
4. We're gonna get a Billiam Motto song, Stained Satan. It's the new edition of the pool this year. No More 6, I would say, as a skill set in general. Being the speed tech. Basically, you can double the BPM to 342, and then have 1/3, 1/4 different SV and weird, not exactly weird patterning, but just weirder rhythms in general. You can call it as No More 6.
Yeah, it's definitely been at least I think it's been a good addition to the map pool. You know, replacing Fremont 3 with a bit of an interesting take on No Mod, which is sometimes hard to find. You know, especially with many tournaments that have come and gone. You know, just change things up a little bit, see how it goes. I think it's been well received. I don't know if it'll stick around in future years, but hey, you know, I hope there's a feedback form to have more than 2 responses. So hopefully we'll get some better insight from the players after the tournament's over. Meanwhile, we turn our attention, of course, to the lineups that face these two teams. Kantan, Nakamusa coming in, Cloggy Bobby, and Mango stepping up.
I think Mai is quite an interesting choice for Japan team, as he's not the best player on the speed category. Even there's tech in general, which Mai is more of a tech player. Seeing him to play No More in general is kind of surprising to me. Kantan and Nekumayusa being the speed player on the team is kind of expected for both of these players to show up. It's usually, I would say, the third players on Grape Tea, but I guess Grape Tea is letting some of the other players of the Japanese team to show up. So you see Mai in insert, looking like a beatable Warrior from UK, but they're gonna need to try extremely hard on this pick. Maybe AFC from Gohiki able to help Yuki to take this. And then Clocky Bocky also played really well yesterday on this pick.
Well, let's see how the players go. I assure you guys, it gets much tougher in a little bit. Just let the map cook a little bit.
Yeah. Unlucky stuff from Clocky Boggy. He only missed twice yesterday, and he already missed more than twice at the start of the map. I guess it's the stress. And Mango as well finding a break. It's gonna give Japan quite a bit of lead. Mango did
Pressure,
1000 FC yesterday though. So
It's pressure, man.
yeah.
What can I tell you? But Japan is surprisingly not that far ahead. I thought they would be doing a bit better. It looks like pressure's on them too.
The start is kind of hard to act, and then Kantan's accuracy is quite a bit lower than most of the players when they were FCing, but not anymore, as Cloggy Boggy finds another extra break there, dropping his accuracy down to below 97%.
Yeah, Cloggy Bobby picking up another miss. Luigi dropping combo too. That is a huge blow for the United Kingdom. But Nekamusa keeping things within touching distance. My also drops as well, leaving I think Kantan is the only player on a full combo. But this is
dropping
very hard to read.
Mama is dropping a lot of accuracy, by the way. I think he shows a little bit of incomfortability on some of these speed and snap paints. He's back on charge with the 300s. We do see Japan showing a little bit of weakness from time to time on this pick. It's not over for the UK just yet. It's definitely a lot more possible than every other picks so far, except the first 2 maps.
Well, let's see. Will we have some shockers in the last end of the song here? And it looks like we will. Gohigi picking up a miss. Cloggy Bobby suffering quite a bit there. Had a bit of a note lock too. And especially with the SVA as it is and the tech patterns and the timings of them constantly changing. Once you lose your way, it's very hard to find your way back. And Japan's going to take this 5th point, putting them 2 away from winning Taiko World Cup 2024.
Gonna say, if Gohiki and Clocky Boggy actually played like how they did yesterday, UK would have taken this point.
Pressure, man. I'm telling you, it's pressure. Pressure, all the preparation in the world can only do so much to help you prepare for the pressure of trying to stay at your best. Not even play at your best. You play. A lot of people play very well when they need to, but to do it under pressure is a whole other ball game. And for 3 people to hold that through, it's a tough business, man. It's a very tough business.
And there we go. Japan just picked the DT pick.
Mm-hmm. Kanten.
They are flying back.
After, Kanten just shows up, gets a nice full combo on a speed tech map, leaves, just refuses to elaborate. That summarizes his performance in a nutshell.
That's a really good performance on a Japanese team on the last map too.
Oh, he's back. Never mind.
Yeah, he should be back. It's speed after all.
Oh, of course.
It's unlike last map. It's unlike last map where the speed, I would say it's rollable. This one has a lot more different snapping patterns, and being OD0 with double time as well really requires you to be perfection at this speed of a 285 BPM.
And to do that, of course, very difficult. And now Great T stepping in to try and just cover all of Japan's bases.
And this map is also 3 minutes 40 seconds after double time.
United Kingdom is pleading with Japan if they want to pick No Mod 7 or if they're happy with it. And Japan's happy with it. So No Mod 7 fans, if there are many, I swear they are, you guys may be seeing a song very soon.
Yep, as UK members are not looking too hopeful about this fake. Understandable. Double time against Japan is just... yeah, good luck. Having fantastic speed players such as Great T, Kantan 07, Nekumuyusa, double time has always been the dominated pool from Japan. A little bit of a client troll for Great T. He did not miss any notes. He actually hit all of them, by the way. That's just a client bug.
Oh yeah, Turning Client. Come on, guys. Everyone knows Turning Client. It's a good meme. We love it. But it's also interesting to see that everybody on the same page as things really kick off here.
Alright, we're gonna see some 1-6, 1-3 over here. Very easy to drop accuracy, and Gohiki Sword is kinda insane so far. To me, this is one of the hardest map of the pool. We see Cloggy Boggy being the first player to find some weakness on this pick. Mango Meister accuracy down to 96%, giving you Japan around 2 miss lead for now, and they're gonna be extending it as all of their players on 99%.
Yep. Accuracy reigns supreme on the Japanese side so far, but United Kingdom isn't going down without a fight, and they definitely have a lot of map life to try and pull things back. But it is a very tough and tall order.
Into the forest right now. Japan are still with 99.24%. Finally find some weakness from both Kantan and Nekumuyusa as they both drop quite a bit of 100s or misses. The Toki Boki is going to be trading one back. FCs from Gohiki, Mango Meister, but Mango finds a miss. Now Japan with Great T against UK's Gohiki on the FC.
Yep, and United Kingdom down 50,000 points halfway through the song. They're out here with a hope and a dream. A dream to try and pull off a big comeback We saw it. We saw the speed map at the last second. Can we see it here? Very unlikely, given the structure of this map. But hey, we've seen stranger things this tournament.
Alright, into another dance session with 1-6. Mango finds on the brink of break. UK were at least a little bit close on this pick, but Japan is just showing that they have enough of free, capable roster for this map. Countdown finds a break. Ohigi,
Yeah.
once again, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say Kohiki is really close up against Great T, and there's quite a bit of breaks from both Nekomayusa and Countdown, but Mango starting to drop from time to time, not holding on any combo, just giving Japan around 12,000 points difference.
Gohiki, no! He missed on the just before the slider. Oh, that's absolutely painful. And I believe that leaves Great T with the last full combo in the lobby. Will he be able to come home with the full combo is another question altogether. We've got some high SP in this final section here. Just the pump plays a little bit more.
Really good accuracy from Gohiki, by the way. 99.16% on this map. A break from Nekomayusa, it's gonna let Japan lose quite a bit of points. But again,
Gohiki scored higher.
That's actually insane from both Gohiki and Great T on this pick.
So Gohiki winning the individual battle, but losing the matchup overall. And that's going to put Japan on championship point for the 11th time in a row. Japan is one map away from victory.
Kantan's only one miss on that pick. Technically one spot miss from Kantan. Misreading a pattern. Still a really good score from him. Able to close up against players such as like Grape T, Gohigi, slowly stepping up to be like the first lineup for the Japanese side. And we see UK going for no mod 2.
Wait, didn't they say no mod 7? Wait.
No.
Have we
Their strat was reading this pick. And then Japan will pick no mod 7.
Oh. I see. Okay, I didn't read that correctly. I have now become a scapegoat for getting roasted for not reading the chat properly.
You do see Japan. We do see Japan asking to change to no more 7, please. No.
Even Japan's been bamboozled.
Yep, UK is gonna go for this thing. Go for the scapegoats.
Yes. You know, if Japan loses this pick, two things will happen. One, they'll be able to pick no mod 7, and the other thing that will happen is United Kingdom would break a 3-year record of a team that has taken 2 points off Japan in a match. I think the last time Japan lost 2 points was in 2021. Yeah, it was 2021. So
yes.
It's been a few years.
With Korea taking 2 points off Japan.
Yeah. Fun times. But will that happen again? United Kingdom is relying on it. They have no choice.
Even though this map is 178 BPM, it's kind of different compared to No Mod 6, which is in similar BPM. This is more focused about the patterning and more about the 1618 type of pattern and reading requirements as well, due to how dense the notes are. Mango gonna be the first one to find the drop, but we're gonna see way more drop than just this.
Yeah, 100%. This is just a warm-up. So, don't focus a little bit on the introduction sections here, because Nekamusa missing in the Kantan section. Told you guys. Strange things have happened in this tournament.
This is an actual Kantan break. Like the last session that we see a break from a Kantan section is more like a Futsu section. But we see breaks from both teams. Mango and Nekamusa finding a trade. UK is actually up on up on the toes of Japan, only 10,000 points behind the Japanese. The chance is there.
Yeah, it's very, very tough right now. Great team trying to push through, but picking up a lot of accuracy drops there. Going down to 96%. Gohiki putting pressure on both players actually, as Kanten and Bobby battle it out. It is a free-for-all, but Nekomusa picking up a huge chain miss there, and now United Kingdom out in front, 3,000 points, barely anything, and there's still so much map left to go.
Gonna
Pressure.
say props to Cloggy Boggy, by the way.
Oh no, but now United Kingdom knows they're out in front. Oh, how's this going to change the landscape? Can the United Kingdom bring this home and break a 3-year record? Let's find out. Come on, guys. I swear, just read the 1-6 tech. You guys got this.
The pressure is on. It's 600 points difference between the two teams. Mango dropping quite a bit of 100s. Gonna give back the lead to Japan. Mango finds a break. Japan's able to start to build back the lead.
Very
they
good
need
recovery.
a break from Japan.
Oh,
Nekomusa
Nekomusa has burned. Oh man, okay.
That's not enough. They need more miss due to the accuracy being dropped by Mango. Goes to 8,000 points, 10,000 points difference now for Japan. More breaks from Mango. It's looking like the hope, the dream is gone for UK as Japan's finally building a stable lead onto the last session.
And that's it.
Gonna be it.
That's gonna be it. Very, very close to United Kingdom. Chances were there in this match, but I think it's fair to say congratulations to Japan for winning Taiko World Cup 2024, the 11th year in a row. A very successful campaign on their front, wrapping it up with 2 full combos as well. Only dropping 2 points in the whole tournament. A little bit unexpected for their recent repertoire, but hey, definitely within some simulations, as some would say. It was definitely a good match. United Kingdom definitely put up quite a fight on some of those picks early on, but Japan once again showing that they are the top of the world.
By the way, Nekomusa's score is kind of unfair because he missed on like every 400 combo. That's kind of unlucky, buddy. But UK was in strife on this fake. That's a real F moment from Nekomusa. But once again, congratulations to the Japan for winning Taiko World Cup, which they have won Taiko World Cup for the 11th consecutive times, even though this year they are with kinda a weaker roster compared to their usual years. This is definitely the first year Japan not going with their their best 5 or 6 players team. We see kind of bit of a newer name such as Nekomusa, players that are waiting on the line to play for Taiko World Cup such as Ariha, Mai Maing, and Shamarin finally able to show up for this tournament. And with the 2 returning players, Grape T, Kantan 07, once again, you guys are truly one of the best players in this entire game. And congratulations to you guys for winning Taiko World Cup in 2024.
Yeah, so don't go anywhere, of course. I believe we will have the Grand Finals showcase of the tiebreaker. It apparently, while we go to our little quick commercial break, shout out to Mai Maing, one of our Japanese players. Apparently it is his birthday today. So feel free to say happy birthday. I really hope it is his birthday. I'm not being trolled.
Yeah, it's his birthday. Winning in birthday, like a champ. Good job to you.
Winning like a boss.
Yes. Once again, still congrats to UK for being the first ever non-Asian teams to ever making to the second place. It's actually a huge deal because we have never seen any other country other than Taiwan, Korea, Hong Kong ever make it to second place. So a huge deal for UK able to step up. Oh, congrats to you guys. Gohiki, Cloggy Buggy, Daniels, Mangamizer, Horizon, Over the Hedge. You guys have been performing really strong, beating out some of the strongest teams like Taiwan in this entire tournament. And once again, Gohiki, gotta say, one of the MVP of this tournament. Amazing performance in this match and even last match as well, especially. So we're gonna see a tiebreaker right here.
100%. So A few things, of course, before we wrap things up. Of course, the United Kingdom did very well. Shout out to the US, who also podiumed as well in their earlier match in the league. But there is still one more thing to do, and this is becoming a bit of a running tradition that we like to do in the Taiko World Cup, and that is, of course, sitting back, watching the tiebreaker showcase. But there's a bit of a special twist. Okay. So, this has been a bit of a running, I don't know if it's a running joke or a running theme. For Japan's dominance in 11 years of Taiko World Cup, there is one thing that they have never been able to do. One thing that has put their eyes out of their dreams when they go to sleep at night. But one thing that can never escape their bodies, and that is the fact that they have yet to full combo a tiebreaker during a showcase of the grand finals. They haven't been ever since we've switched from finals to grand finals. They've just hadn't been able to do it. In fact, I think the last player that has actually done such a feat was it Atlas in 2022?
You are correct.
Yeah. So, we're going to see if any of these players can survive this tiebreaker without picking up a miss.
To be fair, that was one of the easiest tiebreaker in the last 5 years of Taiko World Cup. Like, easiest by far. In the same match, Sarah was doing a 1 miss as well. So they were really close on touching a distance. But can they do it on a map that's way harder? We're gonna see. But like Beat said before, give some props to the US members as well. Achieving 3rd place. The podium as well, they have been looking for it for almost 7 years or so. So once again, LJ, Cheese Edit, Aurora, Phasmata, Miniature Lamb, Silver Tyrant, and Sock. Congrats to you guys for making the 3rd place. You also get yourself a 3rd place Taiko World Cup 2024 3rd place badge. And of course, anyone who predict Japan winning with the banners, it's gonna be having their banners for the entire year until the next Taiko World Cup starts again, to show that you are a proud supporter for the Japanese team. And not too sure who won the pick'ems, but yes, pick'em result is definitely waiting.
Oh yeah,
and I think it's probably gonna be a very high percentage for the Japanese to win, because they have been doing so for the last 10 years. But can they FC the impossible tiebreaker that beats Sapa 4? Can they achieve it? We got some really high skill cap players. The first tryout performance player, Mama Ying, one of the best player in the entire world, EGTS. Always top 3, Great T.
Yeah.
Tantan 07, very high skill cap player.
For those who've been paying attention throughout the tournament, this opening section of the song actually has been played right before some of the most original reveals. It's intentional. They've been doing it for a few years, and I think they will continue to do so. Smart idea, actually. But nonetheless, let's see how will the players go on this very difficult map. Keep in mind that I think that we also have players from outside of the lobby, like outside of from our view, who are also playing this along, like on the other slots that you don't see on the broadcast. But
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Rest assured, everybody has already missed, except for Mango.
Except Mango.
Alright, record is secured for another Your Voice.
Yeah, I do believe both teams bring their best roster for this map, at least. So we're gonna see how both teams works on this pick. Gonna say, I do believe our playtester and also one of our map pros, Nuran, actually being one of the highest skill cap player in the entire world, able to play this map and FC the map until around 1,000 combo mark, where there's like an extremely disgusting pattern that he drop on.
Yeah, 100%.
But it seems like both teams are actually going this map in a serious mode. It's a really close match so far.
You know, the dreams, okay? You know, if one day there's a team that can push Japan to the limit. It will be the hype of all time. Kumya's got 7 misses during playtesting. He's one of the mappers, according to Garpo. Ouch! Yeah, that's very scary.
Yeah, Akumiya. That's why we have been saying that Japan already did not put up their by far, I won't say by far, but like their best roster for this year World Cup. Players such as like 758 and Akumiya. I do believe if they wanted to make it to the World Cup, they would make it for sure. Having such high skill caps, and even mod cap as well.
Everyone's saying when you see it, but I don't see it because I don't have the stream itself open.
I was too late. I was too late.
You were
to
too
check
late.
out.
My
Yeah.
condolences.
Alright, now craziest score from Brave T, by the way. 99% on this is actually fantastic.
Yeah, Great T's doing very well actually. And string up a very good combo.
Oh, this is the tech part. By the way, the hardest part of that is actually the last part, which is close to unplayable. But there's also some really difficult section right before the last chorus. We see anyone actually able to pass through that part, by the way.
Hey, you never know. He could be going for the greatest meme of all time. Some would say it's a tournament strategy in on itself. Good old reverse choke.
That would be crazy, by the way.
It honestly would be.
Is he still on 1 miss? I think he's more than 1 miss, right? I'm pretty sure he's more than 1 miss.
Oh, I have not been paying attention. You know, there's a lot of action that's going on, and, you know, reflecting on the tournament itself as a whole.
Alright, here it comes. Okay, he's still hitting it. There's also 4 more players hitting this part. 3. Foggy, Countdown, and Great T. Can they hold on? Countdown and Great T. Oh my god, they heal
He's
it.
doing it. He's doing it. He's dying on accuracy, but he's doing it. Oh, okay, he's not doing it. It's over.
He missed on SV. Countdown! Oh my god, okay, buddy.
Still very impressive effort. And yeah, you know, before we wrap things up here, shout out to all the other staff members who made it through this tournament with us. It's been a very hard work from behind the scenes, and I'm not talking just about the other commentators that I see and the broadcasters and the streamers and the organizers, but also, you know, the mappers and the map pools that you don't really see from the broadcasting side of things. They do a lot of work behind the scenes to try and make the best experiences possible.
So, yeah. There's a huge change of map pool formula this year, and props to our host, like World Cup host for this year as well, for providing such experience. Gonna say, Countdown, what are you doing on this part? He's still F-sync to the ending. This is the last part, the hardest part of the map, and he just getting it through. Finally finds a break. Oh my god, and now all eyes on Great T. He's the only person holding on, but he still missed at the ending. That's the hardest part of the map. And that's our grand final tiebreaker, our also original songs by Crocky and Uni. Fantastic song by you two, and also a map by a bunch of mappers and map set creator Tetsuke has been one of the biggest player for the Japanese team for around 5 years ago, but now being the map set to this map. Crazy score from both Great T and Countdown, by the way.
Yeah. It's been a heck of an experience this year, as it usually is with Taiko World Cup. Seeing some of the best players in the world come together in this competitive team event, and you know, it's sad because of, you know, when we get to the end of this and we have to say our goodbyes, we all go back to our little community projects and start to put things aside for the next 12 months. But of course,
Yep.
for those who are involved with the World Cup circuit and everything. Do not go anywhere, of course. In a few weeks, you will be having all the, I believe the catch players are going to have their day in the sun. Their time to shine, their time to rhyme. As
Yeah,
they catch all the fruits that are somehow in the sky.
It's gonna be a hectic tournament once again for the catch tournament, especially seeing the two big countries once again, possibly the two big countries again, battling again in the grand finals. But we'll see, is it actually going to be the same two countries as last year? But before that, before the Catch World Cup even starts, we're gonna be congratulations to all these players once again. Japan, UK, and USA, you are the podiums of this year. First year ever having two Asian teams on non-Asian teams on the Osu Taiko World Cup podiums has been a wonderful experience, and I honestly love every second of it in this World Cup, especially the new map pools and also the new Osu original songs, having even starting from like an anime style of Osu original songs to your usual instruments, jazz, artists that you never expected to appear on World Cup originals, to our grand final tiebreaker. Once again, fantastic year, everyone.
So, I think that's going to be it. Apparently, the badges have been out already. I don't know if that's true. We'll double check that. But once again, everybody, thank you for participating. Also, shout out to the players who have been joining us on this journey, trying to test their limits and see how far they can go with things. Without everybody, this wouldn't be possible. So, thank you all, everybody. And I look forward to next year as we get to see a new wave of players who will try and take their challenge, where we try to push themselves to the next level, and of course, try and take the crown of Taiko World Cup champion. Yagen, unless you have anything else to say, I think we'll have nothing else to do but to sign off.
Yep, and we'll be seeing you guys 3 weeks later at the Osu Catch World Cup 2024 in twitch.tv/Osu Live. You're gonna see some plate moving, fruit catching World Cup battle against another set of players, another new year for them. And see you then. Have a good day, you all. And thanks
Take
for joining
care,
in for
everybody.
the World Cup stream. Yep.
See you all next time.
Bye bye.